Welcome to SmartPod, the podcast by Smart Security Solutions. Today we're talking to the Risk Management Forum about their upcoming conference, which is happening on the 7th of May at the Indaba Conference Center in Johannesburg. Our guest today is Andre Duvenacher, and he's one of the founders of the Risk Management Forum, and he's going to be telling us a little bit more about the forum. So welcome, Andre.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, let's just jump right in. This is the first Risk Management Forum conference. So I've already mentioned it, but when and where is it happening? And tell us why you decided to run this conference, what the theme is, and what attendees can expect to get out of it.
Yes. So the theme for the conference is navigating uncertainty and mastering risk management in a shifting political and economic landscape. We all know what the country is going through at the moment, and there were quite a few signs in past months that we are entering into challenging stages in the country, and things are changing. And the idea is to get the different risk silos into one room. Even in business, we all know that people don't necessarily speak to each other. And we found that to be true. And the whole idea behind the Risk Management Forum is to get people to talk to each other risk management wise, getting people to understand things better, see things in context, and disseminate between rumors, disinformation, and what is actually the truth. The conference is taking place on the 7th of May, 2025, at the Indaba Conference and the Conference Center and Hotel in Fourways, Johannesburg. And it's a one-day conference. The speaker lineup, there's 8 speakers for the day.
Thank you. Now, you've already touched on it, but what type of people do you think should be at the event? Who would learn and benefit the most from being a delegate at the event?
I think most importantly, I'd like to mention that individuals wanting to distinguish between fact and political disinformation, because there's a lot of things out there, even if it's global information, it's better to actually hear from the mouth of the horse, I would say the mouth of the lion, because we have brilliant speakers that's already making a difference in the South African context, working hard at getting the facts out there and to the benefit of society in general. So people that should attend, apart from obviously what I said, individuals, is financial professionals, business owners, security managers, risk managers, corporate leaders, I think very important, media, our protection services, our security services, and people wanting to make a difference. That is the whole idea behind the Risk Management Forum.
Right. Okay. So it's not, looking at the speaker list, it's not a security conference per se. It's actually a whole bunch of different areas of the risk society, if I can call it that.
Yes, that is correct. So risk is very wide, and it's important that people understand it's not a security conference. It's about risk, and risk can be from the toothpaste you used and up to the security measures you have in your corporate environment, personal safety, your financials, your financial planning, your understanding of the political climate and how to make decisions that's going to benefit you. If we think about one of the speakers, Davie Rood, which is the most referenced economist in South Africa by far, and awarded. Do you as an individual leave your money here? Do you take it abroad? What is the best? We never know, because people operating in a certain space, say for instance only in South Africa, they want you to keep your money in South Africa. Other people that takes money out of the country, they tell you take your money outside of the country. But where are we amongst all of the chaos, the multitude of information, the information overload? You have to ultimately make your own decisions, but you have to be informed. And again, that is the purpose of the Risk Management Forum, is to inform, and if I say it, I can say respectfully, also to educate. And this is not a once-off. This is not a once-off effort. It's going to be a continuous effort taken to Cape Town in future times and coming back to Joburg again. And we'll see how things develop. But it's definitely a long-term vision that we have for this initiative.
You've mentioned Davy Root. He's always got good stuff to say. I remember we had him at our Securex conference on a panel last year, at Securex, I mean, but very, very informed and very clever. Can you give us an example of maybe one or two other speakers apart from Davy?
Yes, certainly. We're very excited to have Cynthia Stimple, which previously worked at the Whistleblower House. She was a whistleblower herself. She wrote hijackers on board. She was the person that exposed corruption at the SAA, South African Airways, and she went through the process of being a whistleblower and how society sidelines those individuals, they have threats on their safety and security, and the process that a whistleblower goes through, what to expect. I think people need to understand what are the challenges, but also what are the benefits. There are benefits. At the end of the day, there has to be whistleblowers, and what protections are out there. Cynthia is an expert in this field, and she also now supports other whistleblowers in a, I would say, a ecological program that she's designed and involved in, giving back or supporting other whistleblowers, which I think is really important. Then we have Jeff Wicks,
Yes.
award-winning investigative journalist of News 24. He's going to focus on the contract assassination of Babita Deokaran. A couple of years ago in a driveway, she was a whistleblower on the Gauteng Health Department. And mysteriously, just prior to the assassination, the CCTV cameras in the area that she lived in were switched off. Now, Jeff, the type of investigative journalist that he is, actually had to go into her house after the assassination, obtain a laptop, gave that to the authorities, and said, "Look, guys, you need to investigate properly because this is the information that's out there. This is what's available." Then we have Busi Mavuso, the CEO of Business Leadership South Africa. A very important position that she holds, and her function is also very important for business. Speaking to the politicians, representing business to government, and she's a firebrand. I've listened to her before at a conference and really look forward to her presentation. And then other topics, just without mentioning now specific presenters, but there's going to be presentations on the impact of AI, which is the fourth industrial revolution, as it's formally called, and what strategy looks like in this environment. Where does strategy fit in? Dr. Dion Wright is going to present on that.
Interesting.
Then myself, I'm going to present on the sociopaths playbook in the corporate environment, how that affects business, the interplay between departments, security, HR, what are the challenges experienced in business, and how to work past those individuals manipulating the work environment to their advantage, because it happens every day. And then we're going to have Hugo van Zyl that's going to talk to us about the insurance industry, the insurance crimes. A full day, and then also there will be some panel discussions where our delegates can ask specific questions and support the speakers in a specific way.
Okay, that sounds great. Is this just a delegate-only event, or will you be having sponsors at the event as well?
Yes, we are proud to say that Bosch, South Africa or Southern Africa, supported this event. They are our main sponsor. And then we have a secondary sponsor, which is Secure Logistics. And they will be presenting on the day and have an exhibition as well.
Okay, that's great. And is that the only sponsors you're going to be getting? Or if someone else is interested, can they contact you and ask about sponsorships and all that?
Yes, we're still open for sponsorships, and I think it's important to mention that we are looking at companies that will walk with us the path. As I said, this is not just a once-off. It's an effort that we want to build on for the benefit of South Africa and get more people involved, get more companies involved. And there are many companies out there that's already making a huge difference. If we just think about the security industry and the important role that they play. Currently, we can call it a sort of, I can't really call it an attack, but there's questions asked about the de-weaponization of the security companies, which I think is uh, it's going to create quite a stir, and it has
Ridiculous.
created quite a stir. But
Yeah, it is. Yes.
yeah, we want more companies to get involved, and they can contact us and also visit our website to see that this is a legit effort.
Great stuff. Okay, final question. Where can people find out more about the conference and register or, ask about sponsorships and all that?
People can send us an email to info@trmf.org.za, TRMF being the Risk Management Forum. And they can also visit our website at www.trmf.org.za. They can also see, again, our speaker list as it's updated on the website. And there are direct contact details of myself and my partner, Massimo Corelle. You are more than welcome to contact us directly and discuss.
Great. It sounds like it's going to be a great conference. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you, Andre, for joining us on SmartPod. It's always good to be able to let the industry know what's happening out there in the market. And I think looking at the speakers you've got, it's actually going to be a very interesting conference. So thank you very much for joining us.
Andrew, thanks very much for the invite again and your contributions as an organization. We love working with you. Thank you.